This is me looking at the Bootes constellation. I can't remember if I've done it before. I'm sure I searched for it, but I couldn't find it. But sometimes I give these things funny names. I actually painted this one mostly black and white, tiny hint of blue. But in the process of using my pens, I experimented with some I haven't used for a while, and I ended up really liking the effect with the blues. I actually think it looks in side profile like a face of what I've called the old gods, with a sort of a central figure here as well that looks like someone with their foot sort of outstretched, in which are some creatures on a jet ski. It was apparently associated with Enlil in Babylonian times and possibly the foreleg in ancient Egypt. This pattern has been likened to an ice cream cone or a kite, which I've talked about before, links to some mythology with Isis and the kite bird. And interestingly, I started using it in my poetry before I knew of the connection, at least consciously. Just reading on Wikipedia, the herdsman's head is Beta Bootis, or Nekar. It says it's a yellow giant star, but it spent most of its life as a blue-white B-type, whatever that means. Mu Bootis Alcalurops comes from the phrase for a club or staff, and I wonder if this is the staff in blue, the furthest right sort of stick you can see. So just focusing back on the picture, there's this character here in the centre. Looks a bit like Batman in a way. There's a female behind him looking to the side. He's got his hand down, he's pointing out 2 fingers. I don't think he's swearing necessarily. I think that's a symbolic gesture towards this little lizard that's down to the bottom left. The head, or the top part of the head of this face looks like a bird to me. Eagle falcon-like. So this is the bit I said looks like someone's riding a jet ski with this blue thing on its back. Looks a bit like a harp or an instrument. It's this sort of 2 figures in front, kind of watching the proceedings. That looks a bit cat-like to me, but it could also be a snake's head, but I don't think snakes have got ears. So it's a creature of some kind. Above which there's a face peeking through, and then part of the headdress of the main thing is sort of a bird here. So there's the final piece. There's a few bits I haven't talked about. It's mainly the things in white, because there are other faces and people standing around with cloaks on in there. But I find this one really interesting, and I think it looks really cool. I think the Virgo constellation is to the south of this one. I was just interested because in the dream that I mentioned with the White Lady waterfall, I was walking around with a towel on, went into Bootes, which would imply that it would be quite close, or that it's relevant somehow. Thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe.